Hey guys, it's Elias with Ultralight Hunters, and today we're going over my Ultralight Backcountry Utility / Survival Kit. So coming in at just under £1, this thing addresses everything from gear repairs to any emergency situations you might find yourself in. I have it in the orange Stone Glacier pocket organizer, and I love these. It allows me to color code all my gear and easily identify what's in my pack and stay organized. So going into the kit itself, when you open it up, first thing I have in here is a spork, and nothing's worse than not having a spork with your Mountain House or Peak refuel. So I always carry a spork in my utility kit. After that, I have the Nitecore NU25 headlamp. I'll actually carry 2 of these because they weigh less than 2 ounces. And these things are awesome. They have a bunch of different modes. They're USB-C rechargeable. They last a long time, and you have the ability to lock them out so they don't get turned on in your pack accidentally. And I can't say enough good things about these, so if you guys want to see a more detailed review of this headlamp, just reach out in the comments below and I'll make that video for you. Next, we have a Havalon. So this is just a Havalon in sheath with replaceable blades. And this is not counted in the weight of this kit. It's counted for my kill kit, but I just keep this knife in here. But I always have a Havalon for when I'm successful and I can do meat processing. Next is some 100% DEET bug spray. Nothing's worse than getting ate by bugs, so always have some bug spray. On the gear repair side, I have tenacious tape. So this is just a roll of it, and it allows me to fix puffy jackets or sleeping bags, anything like that, repair a tent. This stuff is awesome, and there's a million uses for it. Continuing with tape, you can buy these pre-made rolls that are like 15 feet long. They're awesome, and if I happen to use it, I'll just replace it with a fresh one on every trip because they cost nothing. But duct tape, million uses for it. Continuing with gear repair, I have a bottle of super glue. So this is million uses for super glue. If I have duct tape, super glue, and a bunch of tape, right, like you can fix anything, and I carry a little container of that. Lastly, for gear repair, I have the Leatherman bits for my Leatherman Wave, which I always carry with me. The Leatherman bit kit just really helps allow you to address a bunch of different problems you might find, from fixing tripods to loose scope rings. I've never found a situation that these aren't useful in. And if you really wanted to cut weight down, you could go through your kit and figure out exactly what bits you need and consolidate down to one and eliminate the other. But I carry both because so many times I find that buddies have different bit needs than I do, and so I can still repair their gear, and it really doesn't weigh that much more to carry both of them. Next, I have a Bic lighter. So I'll carry 3 lighters with me. One will be in the bino harness, one will be in this kit, and then another will be in my cooking kit. So I'll always have a way to make fire, and I carry one of my lighters in this kit. Next is fire starter. So I have a bunch of the SOL fire starters along with 2 Coleman. These are the like chemical camp stove pellets. These things burn for like 10 minutes straight with a big solid flame. And if it's really wet and these basic fire starters can't get the job done, I've never found a situation that this can't get a fire going with. And if you can't get it going with 10 minutes of solid flame, you're probably not gonna get a fire going that night. So that is what I carry for fire starters. Next is a container of chapstick, which can also double as an emergency fire starter. I also have a survival fishing kit. There's a lot of debate on if a fishing kit is worth carrying for the weight. I find where I go hunting, mainly in Idaho, Washington, Alaska, there's lots of streams and lakes that you can fish out of. And so I think it's worth carrying. And it also gives you something to do if you're stuck out there or just want more food. I love these. You can buy them for like 15 bucks. I beefed it up with a few extra hooks and lures. It comes with a bobber, some fishing line, bait, hooks, weights. These things are worth playing with. So if you guys go on a scouting trip and you have this in your pack, try to catch a fish with it. It doesn't do you any good if you don't know how to use this stuff, but I like having a little bit of fishing tackle with me wherever I go. Next, I have aqua tabs. So I use a SteriPen primarily for water purification, but if I come across some really nasty water that the SteriPen won't work in, or the SteriPen breaks on me, I will have a week's worth of aqua tabs, and that allows me to purify water and stay out in the field just that much longer. I also have a sleeping pad repair kit. So this is just patches for my sleeping pad. Nothing's worse than a sleeping pad popping on you and then you being freezing cold all night long. So this is super important to carry with you as well. After that, I have a emergency blanket. So these are one of the heavier duty Mylar blankets that won't tear. There's a million uses for them, whether it's beefing up a shelter, a quick windbreak. A lot of uses for these. It can help you preserve body heat and not go hypothermic. So I always carry one of these in my pack as well. And lastly, and honestly, this gets used a lot, is a 8-inch adhesive target. So if you or a buddy bumps your scope and you need to re-sight in It'd be hard to make sure your zero is good if you're just shooting at rocks or stumps. So I can put this on a stump or a rock. We can sight in exactly, make sure you get your zero back. That it comes with pasters on here. So you can mark your old hits and everyone can sight in their gun if they want. So definitely worth carrying. I always have this in my kit and it can help me fix my zeros. Going into supplementary gear for my utility kit is I have a few pieces of gear that will also be in my pack that can work in conjunction with this stuff. First being my Argali game bag. So I picked the Guide Series game bags, and you might be thinking, how is this for survival? So the reason is these Guide Series come in orange instead of white, and that allows me to use them potentially as a signaling device. So if you have 4 big orange pieces of fabric, it can help you if you use your Garmin to punch out and bring in rescuers or a flight crew. It just makes you that much more easy to spot from the air. So for that reason, I have my game bags. Next, I have my Leatherman Wave Plus, which you will always find on my person anytime I go out in the backcountry or into the woods. This is on me. It's my knife. It obviously works with my bit kit. It has a saw, million uses for this. You won't catch me in the woods without a Leatherman. The last piece of gear that supplements my utility kit is my Garmin InReach Mini 2. So this is my primary means of navigation minus OnX on my phone. And this works for navigating. I can communicate with the outside world. So if I get in over my head, I have the SOS feature. I can press it and rescuers will come to me. They have my location. And this is a vital piece of gear, in my opinion, for your utility and survival kit. Because if you can't communicate with someone to get you out, and regardless of what you have here, it will only last you so long, or you'll have to self-rescue. So this is a very important piece of kit to have, in my opinion, and will always be on my bino harness. So if you guys have any questions about the gear you see here, please reach out in the comments below. I'd love to address it, see what you guys are carrying. If you guys want any more detailed video reviews on anything here, just let me know. Again, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching. Have a good day.